self-control on my own. Alone and niggas to load when the money go missing. Yeah. And my wallet and my ribcage, I love enough for comfort.
So first, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. What was it like growing up in Charlotte?
Growing up in Charlotte was hella fun. Because, you know, my childhood friends are my adulthood friends. So just growing in and out of the awkward phases of girls and drugs and money, and school, and music. I just was able to do that with the same group of kids for a long time. And it grounds my whole artistic purpose too, around like actualizing like some like tangible change or familiar change. You know what I'm saying?
What impact did your family have on getting you into music?
All of it. Like I remember we was boys, like my daddy been having a studio. Like me and my dad built his like console. So that's like in our studio today, like and stained it. Me and him like cut the wood and everything. So yeah, like him just always having that. And he's just a tech guy in general, always having servers, always having internet access, always having computers. That's like what guided my music discovery process. And then on the other hand, I was just going to the studio since I was like, you know what I'm saying? Since I was a baby. Like through my whole childhood, I've been going to the studio. So just seeing people go and do doubles, seeing people do this, seeing people feel good and look cool coming out the studio, that was always something I had. So it's like my cousin laughed about it with us, like my daddy cousin. He say like, it's crazy, like it was happening right up under your daddy nose. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of it was like in us, and then even going up in his family further.
Who were some of your musical influences growing up?
So I would say like it was mainly like starting with Wayne, and then into Drake and Kendrick, and then into Tebe, and then into No Name, and then into the whole Save Money era, and then through my like love of Earl shit, I found that whole community group of like him, Vince, Mac, Al, Danny Brown, all of that type of stuff. Tyler even, I found like later on. So by this time we in about like 9th grade, and then I started to tell a lot of Quinn Miller, a lot of Nudie, a lot of 21, a lot of Thug, a lot of Future, a lot of Chief, a whole lot of Chief. But yeah, that's basically the roots, and then basically all the branches that throughout, for sure.
You said Wayne to start. What's your favorite Wayne song?
Rollin'. Or, yeah, Rollin'. Or Dr. Carter.
I've never heard anyone say Rollin'. I like that.
Yeah, bro, we was Sorry for the Wait Babies. You know what I'm saying? That had to be what, like 6th grade, 5th grade for me? G5 sitting on the runway. That's the funnest Wayne song to rap.
You know that song, Blowing Up Fast by Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
Love that one. It's over the original Kanye Homecoming beat. It's so perfect. I love that
He's
one.
a GOAT, bro.
You said Save Money.
Yeah.
So Save Money's from Chicago. You were hearing them all the way out in Charlotte?
Yeah, so you know these people.
I know.
Yeah. So my favorite rap group ever, the Leather Corduroys.
That Season project?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know something. And Porno Music Volume 2.
Mm-hmm.
Kami, back when he was Kami De Chuku.
Yeah.
Light by him.
Yeah.
And he went over Mimosa Hostilis, the Dilla joint, the Doom joints. That's one of my favorite tapes of all time.
That's
and then
a great one.
Joey Purple Tape and Eye Drops. Both of those was like really formative to me. And then No Name, her series of like the singles from like Mary Jane Love to Samaritan to Cherry Pie Blues to You and I. These were the songs like that I was bumping my 9th grade year walking around campus.
Bro, you said No Name, Mary Jane Love. People don't know about that song. It's
I
just
don't-
on YouTube and SoundCloud, and that's it.
I'm a really, really, really big No Name fan.
That Love the Chords project, that song Rocket Man, I love that song.
Bye Bye, yeah. Developers, they were just being so unique.
It was so different.
And then, you know, they can both rap so good. And that's like, that was really appealing to me.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, I just made my roots through like all the major cities. Like now, I like a lot of the Wavy gang, like Face and V's and all of those guys, and Peasy and Icewear. I love that whole movement.
You were also a Hurt Everybody fan.
Kind of, sort of.
I found a tweet.
What else?
From April 1st, 2015. All you said is all caps Hurt Everybody. So I took that as you were a Hurt Everybody fan.
I must have been in 2015. But also, I don't remember 2015 that good. I was listening to everything here, though. Like,
it was a good time.
It was a really, really, really good time. And, like, it was a fruitful time. I don't think it's like, it's like giving, it's like selling the shit so short. But it's like, it was great. It was a great time in my life, period. Because, like, I was learning new stuff. I was in marching band for the first time.
Interesting.
Writing my first raps. Going to school on the West. Way different kind of school, way different kind of area. And it was just a real formative year.
How was your experience in marching band?
Fun as hell. I played mellophone, and we was like the bad nigga section. Like the niggas who was above me, like they was niggas smoking weed and stuff. And the drum line was like, it was some ghetto shit, but it was fire shit. But then our band director ended up being like a weirdo.
What happened?
I can't even talk about
that. Brush over that.
Yeah, but anyways, like, basically, like, my experience in band was like, we were like the fun ass kids, and like, I used to get into a slap box the fuck kid, drum line and beat them up, and they try to jump me, and my mom would get out the car picking me up and say, get off, weird, like funny shit. The band was fun, and we learned cool songs like Pretty Bound Out, like Breaking My Heart, like songs you want to play. Going to that black school, like West Charlotte is the historical black school in Charlotte, high school wise, and so everybody was coming back to their homecomings. So it was like going to HBCU basically my 9th grade year. Yeah.
That was actually my next question. How was your experience at West Charlotte High School?
It was so fun. Like a lot of different things I got exposed to that I wouldn't have seen otherwise, positive and negative. But for having seen it and having loved it, regardless of what I was going to see, and like having to be on P a little bit, I like it. I liked it a lot, and it taught me a lot about like the organization of like people in the society, and yeah, it was just a lot. Yeah.
Who was your favorite teacher from that school?
Oh, Miss Brown.
Why?
She was a Jamaican lady who taught me biology in 9th grade. And I would say my 9th grade biology education is what ultimately pushed me like, okay, later on to be like, I can be a biology major in college. You know what I'm saying? And just that accent, just stuff she said. She used to say, and she get mad at the girl, she'd say, sweet girl. And I take that now. I say, like, sweet girl. So I call her shit like that. So, yeah.
That's awesome. I hope she sees this.
I hope she does too.
At what point did you first start creating music?
So probably writing, I would say probably about 8th grade. But then recording, I used to steal my daddy's little headset. So summer before 9th grade, I would say, is when I started that. And then in 9th grade, I started like releasing. About 10th grade, when I transferred, niggas knew I was rapping at the next school I was at. And then by 12th grade, niggas knew like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like Mavi's on Apple Music. That was still 2017, where distribution was like a endorsement of like authenticity. You know what I'm saying?
It's like brand new too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that was a big deal, and it was cool.
Thanks. Getting your music on Spotify was like, you felt like you did some shit.
For real.
Yeah.
I appreciate that time.
How was your time at Howard?
It was good. Like, it mirrored a lot of my time at West Charlotte in a lot of ways. Like, I got exposed to a lot of good, a lot of positive in terms of like people's ability to organize themselves, like to protest shit, to stand up for their shit, to organize arts movements, to organize just they self according to their motivation. however deep that motivation is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
From the shallowest to the deepest. But it also showed me like classism, elitism, like a little betrayal in terms of like the administration and stuff like. So like the first thing I ever did at Howard, like to say about the positive, was like an open mic, and it was like in front of like 130 kids or some shit like that. Yeah, just outside of the Ira Aldridge Theater. It was like moving night, and me and my nigga Mike and my best friend, we went out there and we rapped that shit together, and they loved that shit. They ate it up, and that was a really good experience for me too, because it was like for my first social pop out to be at a thing where it's like the shit matters to me, and it went well. It was really encouraging. It told me, it was like, all right, bet. You do that a bunch of times, something might happen. But then like after that, the next immediate thing in my Howard experience was like the niggas brought James Comey to the campus. James Comey, the former FBI director, who got like ousted by Trump and then became like a sort of champion figure for the neoliberal, like middle left or whatever. Mm-hmm. But he's like the former FBI director, and this is Howard University that Kwame Ture went to. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, this is Howard University. You don't bring the police here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So basically, if you look at that video, I encourage y'all to look it up. James Comey coming to give a convocation address in 2017 at Howard. You can't hear a word of his speech. Yeah, and we yelling, no justice, no peace, no fucking police, like shit like that. Mm-hmm. And that's the whole speech, and he flustered and all of this, and he came and did a fucking speech series at the school. We came and pressed him out every time. We was raising our hands, asking sarcastic ass questions about torture and shit, and fucking neo-colonialism and fucking surveillance by the FBI or whatever. But yeah, so it's like you start to see like from the top down, it's things that's not necessarily correct, but from the bottom up, it's like a glimmer of hope. And it's like, it taught me the value of having pull versus having clout, for sure.
Was it hard balancing school and music at the same time?
Not at first, because I wasn't really getting booked to do any shows. It was mainly like a thing where I upload. I try to like go to do local things like little showcases, little this, little that, where it's like available to me in an Uber's distance as a freshman in college. And other than that, I just rap in my fucking room, and I made No Roses, like my fucking that last tape before it Let the Sun, and like the first like 2 moving days, 2 moving weeks. I mean, at Howard or whatever, and it was just reflecting all of my anxiety toward like being my own person. I was in love, and there was just a lot going on. All of this to say, what is all this to say?
We were talking about balancing school and music.
Oh yeah, so the balancing act became difficult, I would say, like pre-Let the Sun, like the summer after my freshman year in college when I first started going to New York, hanging out with Sage and them. It was like harder because it was like I was meeting PC Food, and I was meeting Deani and Amani, and I'm meeting Sun, like all in a day. You know what I'm saying? And these people are like really all really good. Like, I mean, Ted Kamal, like one of my favorite producers ever. I mean, all these like really talented artists, really fit Mike, all of them. And they like doing a different thing than what I'm doing. And then it started, that's when the first seeds of the cognitive dissonance was where it's like, do I want to be here for real? So that's when it first became difficult. And then later that year when I had dropped Let the Sun, that was that next year, my junior year, because I was 21. It was like, it had been crazy by then. Because by then, like, I had already gone up to meet with a label. You know what I'm saying? I had already done shows here, there, wherever. I had done shows in New York a few times. And then it was like, fuck, like, I actually have to be in multiple places at once. Then last year, like, he just got super crazy, like, super crazy.
So speaking of, just over 2 years ago, you dropped your project called The Sun Talk.
Mm-hmm.
So looking back 2 years later, what does that body of work mean to you?
Oh man, it's my baby. Like, it means that I was able to introduce myself successfully. Like I structured Let the Sun like a debut where it's squarely introductory at the front. It's motifs, like literal vocal direct motifs to guide you through the themes of the album. And then there's like kind of a clockwork system where it's like kind of split into like rough quarters. It's different vibe each quarter if you listen to it again. Like I and I Nation, that's one. You know what I'm saying? So it's like different stages of the day. All this to say, I had a lot of fun creating the idea in my mind and creating all the themes that I wanted to get across, and I think a lot of people attached to them. And furthermore, it brought me like some of my best friends, and it like a lot of people tell me I could do good stuff for their life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very grateful for that above any of it, because it's like, man, because music really did shit for me. You know?
Facts. I love that project. I'm not even saying this because you're here, but like that project's probably my favorite project the last like 5 years. I love that project. Question: what's your personal favorite song on the project?
Oh, Mavi. Yeah, that's my favorite. Because it's like, I think it's my best verse on there. There's way too much to get out on this page. That's one of my favorite Mavi verses ever. And it was just like, that shit was just hitting. And also, that has an interpolation of Chance the Rapper, First World Problems. First girl problems, I couldn't make it. Really, I need again, let's change it. That's First World Problems. That's the change.
Interesting.
Everything is full circle a little bit.
Alright, so I'm curious, how did you meet Earl Sweatshirt?
Like in person?
Or over the internet?
The internet story kind of like, I'll do it in person. How I met him in person was, came to LA, and then we hung out and spent like a lot of time together. And then he played me a lot of music, showed me a lot of good food, shit like that. And then the last night, like, I was asleep. And then like he woke me up. He was like, come on. And then we just slapped up. It was a very good song. And yeah, I just left. But then it was like good because like I feel like I don't know a lot of people unless I can get like to see you like over an extended period of time, be yourself. And I think I got the opportunity to do that with him, and it was really cool. I appreciate him for doing that too, because like most rap niggas don't like extend grace or hospitality in the way that he did.
He does a good job with that.
Definitely, just for everybody, like not even just me. He did it for like, he literally brought everybody out there, everyone. Facts.
What was that moment like when he featured you on his project?
Oh man, it was exciting. Because like I really like that verse. I really like that song in general. And yeah, bro. I'm always excited to do things with my guys, man. Because like I gotta do so much of this shit by myself, like because like how I like to do it. So anytime like that, and that was an accidental one, you know what I'm saying? So anytime there's something fall together like that where it's like serendipitous, I really fuck with it. Yeah.
At Young Mavi on Tumblr.
Oh fuck.
You were quite the Tumblr user back in the day.
I was? This might have been all one spurt. Alright, bro, I'm ready.
Nah, I just wanted you to tell me about it.
Oh, so it's probably like pictures of shoes and rappers.
Quotes.
Rap shit. It's clothes shit. Yeah, man. Tumblr was that shit, bro, because it was like Pinterest for fly niggas when we was little boys. It really did a good thing. My nigga Sharif and my nigga Chris, they actually have the craziest tumblers of all time, like, to this day. Like, they shit like a museum. Like, from like 2013, fashion, anything, on to like now.
I didn't really have a point to that question.
No, but that's a good one.
But I have a point to this question. Can you explain what's going on here?
Oh, fuck. What does vagina taste like? So this is December 21st, 2014, for sure before I ever tasted vagina. And I was probably asking in earnest, like, and so if I had to answer you, Mavi, I would say that it's like fleshy and earthy. Man, yeah, pretty yummy. You learn with time.
I found some funny ass tweets from you.
I want another one.
Tell me about this.
This GameStop worker don't know I'll beat the shit out of him clearly. It was probably like December 27, 2016. I'm 17 then. Pretty angsty. Nigga probably tried to like give me a real small amount of money for like a PS3 or something. Like try to give me like $48 for the PS3 and all the games. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, fuck it, Sean.
Tried to be cultured and put sriracha on my ramen noodles. Now my mouth burning. Fuck Thailand. Oh my goodness.
Why Thailand though?
Is sriracha sauce even from Thailand?
I don't know. Why'd you single them out though?
Hold on. Can somebody look that up right fast? Is sriracha sauce from Thailand? I think I remember tweeting that one though. That one's a college. That's a freshman year in college one.
Sounds ramen. Sounds like it. Yeah. No, you're right.
All right. So look. Let me see it one more time. Let me. Motherfucker. Okay. Tried to be cultured and put sriracha in my ramen noodles. Now my mouth burning. Fuck Thailand. It's for sure. Summer after senior year. Broke ass nigga eating sriracha sauce on your ramen. But like that's one of my favorite things now. Like I only eat ramen with sriracha now. I might have been just trying to get off a joke, but like clearly I ain't get the impressions I was reaching for. And I'm sorry to Thailand and thank y'all for sriracha.
Yeah, go ahead. Show them out.
Don't listen to Solace while you're mad at your girl. You will forgive her. That's a fact. Cause I be lovey-dovey. Shut up, my nigga Earl, man.
What is it? This is kind of just funny. I don't know what's going on here.
In other news, Joey Purse is a 31-year-old woman. I know what this is. That was like they had this fucking online like AI bot, right? Mm-hmm. That you insert the JPEG and they tell you the gender and age. And they apparently thought Joey Pert was a 31-year-old woman. I'm sorry, Joey. Jesus Christ.
Tell me what this is about.
Wish list. Denim 5 panel. That is all. For sure, Supreme era. Yeah. Okay. I wanted that print.
Okay, this one's actually funny.
Lord.
What was going on here?
This empty ass bed. I know exactly who I want in it. Please let that be a lyric. Oh my goodness. So 15-year-old Mavi was horny and lonely. But 16-year-old Mavi had something in store for him. Just wait. Just hold on, young nigga. Don't go outside on the deck. I didn't know I was going to be famous, bro.
Oh. Right. Back to the interview.
Yeah.
So, you're currently on tour with Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
How has it been so far?
Fun as hell. Because, like, I've been getting way better at rapping. Been way better at being a rapper. At logistics. At being a man. Mm-hmm. Maintaining. Being a leader. Being a follower. Just being a teammate. I just grew so much in so short a time because, like, every night is a whole new adventure, a whole new experience. Altogether, a whole new problem to solve. But we get to the end of the night the same way. with a damn big ass smile. We raise our arm in victory, and they scream my name. You can't beat that one.
How did you and Jack first connect?
Me and Jack first connected. Well, Jack was playing my music on his Instagram story, and he posted Time Travel, and I was like, bro, thank you. And he was like, yeah, that shit's hella dope. Like, I feel like you right. I was like, bro, I appreciate that. Chop it. Then we ain't really talked for a while, and then the tour came up, and I was accepted, and he was like, yeah, bro, I heard you say yes, and I said, yeah, let's win this championship. Yeah, we definitely did that. Like, niggas is for sure competing for a chip, though. I think we're doing a good job. Like, as the top to bottom, I think it's one of the more enjoyable concerts you can go to.
It's a crazy lineup.
Yeah.
Jack, Babyface, and you.
Very good, very, very good concert. And we watch it like almost every night, and we still enjoy it the same.
So, while being on tour with Jack, what have some of the challenges been?
Just like doing this shit by ourselves, like literally 4 deep, just me and my friends, like who are all my age, and all like on teams. Like we've been on teams, no budget, and still trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, keep gas in the truck and next Airbnb and clothes and food and shit like that. But like it's inspired a different kind of hustle in us, for one, and then for two, like how we being able to come together as a team and really, like, we pull up to the venue, we hop out same way every night, we go straight to the same place every night, we do the same thing every night, like a machine. And it's like, it's a joy to see like my people moving like that, because like that's proof that like we got a replicable model and that we know something. Like, niggas be trying to treat a young nigga like you don't know nothing, and like I'll show you better than I can tell you, and like I'll show you better than you ever shown me, like just to show you up. So yeah, we've just been showing out, trying to have a really good time. For sure.
Who are some artists that you want to work with in the future?
Pierre Bourne. Working on dying. Take a day trip. Just made. Let me think. Yeah, I'll leave it there. Mostly producers. Like, I just want to work with more producers. Cash some more. Like, I just want to work with all the producers. I want to make another song with Junie a lot. Me and Fem. Me and Michael Christmas got some shit. I got a lot of shit coming, but I want to work with everybody eventually, because, like, you know, I want to work with everybody who want to work with me, for real.
I didn't even have this down for the interview. Out of curiosity, what are your favorite 3 songs you've ever created?
My favorite 3 songs I ever created. One is the song Book of Job. It's not out. That's the last one I do on my set every night. Okay. Like the Bible Book of Job, like JLB. And that one's crazy. You're gonna see tonight. Yeah. It's nuts. Self-Love gotta be up there. Just cause like I feel like Self-Love is an all-time rap song.
It's
I don't say that. No. It's not. I just feel like Self-Love is like, it's his own like baby. Like even when I perform it, I feel like I'm doing something different than like I'm even doing by rapping. It's crazy. That's one of my favorite things I ever did as a human. Fuck a song. Yeah. And then I would say some really like a Mama Say or like or a Miracle Baby, like my last 2. Them 2 are like on, like that album is like, cause like sometimes like I like working with the greats, cause like you gotta punch real hard. Like that's what I like. In terms of who I want to work with, is all the GOATs. Period. Like.
Nah, Self-Love is one of the best songs I've ever heard. Like You know how Spotify does that rap shit at the end of every year? That shit was up there for me last year. I love that song so much. Also, very underrated song by you. 5 Minutes Riding from the Bottom. Fucking love that song too.
That one's dark.
It is, but it's good.
It's really good. That was one of them ones like, nigga, you wake up out your sleep, out your dorm room, anxiety attack. Tell his name, I can put that shit on. Write that shit in 10 minutes. Let's do it. One take.
My last question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I'm gonna own my home, own a car, be happy. That's it.
I love that.
Hey, man, no self-control on my own. Alone, the niggas to load when the money go missing.